Hello and good evening, everyone. Good morning to NU team in Ontario. A very warm welcome to MSM Nipissing University Agent E Session 2021 Live. I would like to thank all of you for taking out time and being here with us today. We hope that you all are in good health and 2021 is treating you well. You are here with MSM and NU team, and we will ensure that this session certainly add value to your knowledge and experience towards Nipissing University. As we all know that there have been a lot of flexibilities for all our international students, eventually most of them have now started traveling. Hence, we can certainly expect some positive side for all our international students for Nipissing University. I would like to now introduce the panelist for the session. This session will be taken by none other than our International Recruitment and Admissions Manager, Laura. And we are also very happy to introduce our current Nipissing University student, Dr. Panti Patel. Before I move forward, I will hand it over to Laura to please introduce Pankti and then take it forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Akshita, and good morning. Really pleased to be here this morning to join this community that is helping us to make happen beautiful things here in North Bay, Ontario, in regards of our international community. As Akshita just mentioned, we are growing in our international student body, and we are happy and pleased to see this happening, even in times of COVID, that we are growing and then we are just welcoming students every week. And we are pleased to have with us soon our new graduate student, Panti Patel, and then it will be my pleasure as the manager of international and recruiting and admissions here in Nipissing to have her within our students and joining in our campuses. So, Panki.
Hello. Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Panti Patel, and I'm originally from Gujarat. I have done my specialization in pediatric physical therapy and had completed both my undergrad and postgrad from Charosat University, which is located in Gujarat only. Right after completing my studies, I have started working with the same university as an assistant professor for about 1.5 years. And currently, I'm pursuing my master's from Nipissing University, and that is Masters of Science in Kinesiology. So, for those who are wondering what is kinesiology, this course is all about human movement and body functions. So, while surfing my university, major criteria for selecting any university were good academics, work opportunities, extracurricular opportunities, and student satisfaction, and most importantly, being an Indian, financial aid. Yes, the scholarship. And thanks to the team of Destination Next, they helped me find this university, which fits very well to my checklist. Moreover, I was awarded for $5,000 scholarship amount for my previous academic performances. So we had a CGPA system in my previous university as grading system, and I scored 8.88 CGPA. So that's approximately, well, when I convert it, so it's about 89%. So, and that's the reason why I got the scholarship. So about my experience with this university, which is really amazing during past 4 months, they have various services for students who have transitioned from other university or colleges or even different countries. There's an international initiatives who guides international students throughout the transition from their home country to the airport of the Canada and to the resident plan. Even if we don't want to reside on campus, they will guide us to find off-campus resident as well as that too on our budget and according to the safety of the place. So currently the classes are online and due to this pandemic, and I'm very comfortable even though it is an online course. The course instructors are also very flexible regarding the timings and assignment submissions and everything. Before starting my studies, I was really nervous regarding my academic performances because I have to maintain it by having constant thoughts that whether I could be able to go along with the other students or not, or with the system, because everything is new for me right now. So, but the student development and services are the lifesaver for me, and they are working especially for students who feel that they are falling behind and they need some help to achieve their academic excellence and supports, and they are also giving some supports and tricks to complete your assignments and customize as per your needs. So that's what I admire the most about this university. And talking about personally, I'm the type of a person who love to explore and connect with people. So the volunteer services provided by university enhance my network and knowledge, even if I'm in India right now. And during past 4 months, I did various student development activities which is offered by university, which I will get in form of transcript at the end of my program. So the record will be record will be provided in a form of transcript, which can help me during surfing some job opportunities. So lastly, I just wanted to share some personal experience with counseling services. Before 2 months, my dad was suffering from COVID-19 and admitted in ICU for approximately 15 days or so. And at that time, I was struggling to balance my academic and personal responsibilities. So at the same time, the pile of assignments were heading and exams were due on my head. So that's the time when I share my situation to one of my course instructors, and she helped me to connect with the student counseling services. This service is meant to help students. They help me through the completing the process of extending my deadline so that I could concentrate on my personal responsibility. So that's what Nipissing University do. It is not just only helping us to providing academic and financial support, but also had my back when I was struggling emotionally. So thank you. Over to you, Laura.
Thank you, Dakshita. Well, it is my pleasure to share a little bit more in depth about Nipissing University. Thank you, Panki, for that such a beautiful introduction to our institution, and I hope that in a next webinar you will also talk about our beautiful city, because this is something important to highlight in this presentation too. Our university is located in the beautiful city of North Bay, Ontario. As you know, this city is 3 hours and a half north of the city of Toronto. This is a small city, but what it has in particular is that being small is not a disadvantage. It's the opposite, because we have everything that is needed in a big city without the stress of living in a big city. We have the benefits of um, the urban living cities without the density living. So it is beautiful to live in a clean, green, and beautiful North Bay, with you can see beauty in unexpected places. North Bay is located between uh, two lakes, Lake Nipissing, which is the one that you can see here in the picture, just at the bottom of our campus, Lake Nipissing. And then we have another lake that is called Trout Lake, that is the one that is here. And we are in between in those two beautiful lakes. And also, we are surrounded by numerous green areas and natural areas. So this city allows us to enjoy being outdoors and every season of the year. We can go and swim and doing canoeing and trekking during the summertime, also during the fall time, enjoying the beautiful colors. But during the winter, we can enjoy snowshoeing or just skiing or snowboarding. We have a beautiful ski hill too. So every single season is going to allow us to do something and enjoy what the outdoors living provide to us. So this is a city that, being small, just is giving us a lot in spite of that. And also, another advantage that we have is that we are close to biggest cities too. I mean, we are 3 hours and a half from Toronto, and the same thing, almost 15 minutes more to the city of Ottawa. So this is a small city, but again, it's a vibrant city. Our campus, as you can see here, is at the top of the hill, and that's why some of our spaces have a beautiful view. Our campus is bright. It has beautiful new buildings now, and as you can see from here, you can enjoy being also outdoors. We have a lot of trails in our campus, and we have also sport spaces so the students can practice a lot of physical activity in our gyms, in our soccer field or football fields. We have beautiful new labs, and we are actually now adapting to the new rules with COVID-19 in our labs and also in our classrooms. We are getting that social distance that is needed, and we are working towards that. And because our campus is brand new in some spaces, is allowing us to give that opportunity to our students. The student life. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, but um, we want, our goal is to give to the students the opportunity to feel home even when they are away from home. So what we want here is to provide a lot of activities and opportunities for them to join and be part of Nipissing community. We as university, we have a lot of varsity teams. So if the students want to um, be more competitive and be part of these teams, they can join us and in one of them. We have soccer teams, both females and males. We have basketball, we have volleyball, we have hockey, we have Nordic skiing, and athletics. So there are many opportunities for the students to join and being part of those teams. But also we have a lot of clubs that the students, if the students just want to practice on activities for fun and just to relax when they have time, or when they have the March break or during the winter or fall break, they can do those activities with their friends or just with the period that they just met when they joined residence, for example. So we have a lot of sport activities and also cultural activities with our Indigenous Initiatives Office and body. We have a big group of Indigenous students too. So it is beautiful, always beautiful to enjoy those activities with them. We also have Frosh during the beginning of the fall season. So the students can just meet more students during that week doing fun activities and getting to know not only their friends, but the campus. And um, the beauty of this is that uh, there are also people in residence and outside residence that are gonna guide you through those activities and letting you know when those activities are happening. Because of COVID, right now, it's sad that everything is on hold, but we are looking forward to be part of the new student center building. We just built a brand new student center that is just opening, waiting to open their doors once COVID allowed us to do that. This building, it is beautiful and bright. It is. It was made by the same architect that this did our library. So it has many of that features that we love from our library. And this building is going to hold a nightclub, a restaurant, and spaces to just have meetings or just have activities with the students. So we are all of us are already waiting for that to happen and being part of giving more activities to enjoy to our students. Residents, this is important, and I want to stress this because we are number one in residents living in Canada, according to McLean survey. That says a lot of the service. We have beautiful buildings that are just made to host our students and give them that feeling that they might be missing from home. So in these buildings that we have, the great thing is that every student has their single bedroom. As you can see from this slide, our students are suite style or apartment style. They have everyone have their own bedroom. This one is 4 bedrooms, and they join the common areas like the lounge and living room and the kitchen. But this is the beauty of the residents, that they have their own private space to study, to just when they decide that just wanted to be alone, they can do that. In residence service, we have counselors and ambassadors that are just waiting for students and that are always letting them know what is happening during the week, an activity that they can join and be part of. Now with COVID, we still have those activities, many of them online, of course, but the activities are there, like you joining yoga classes or Zumba classes on Zoom, or cooking classes too. So residence is something that is really particular and unique in our university. The other important piece that we are always proud of telling people about is student support. I think that Shita did Panki already did a great introduction to this service. Uh, we are number one again in student services among universities in Canada, according to the McLean survey, because we care about how the student is feeling while they are with us. This is an important part, and this is something that we strongly believe. This is an important part of the student life, and the student services is something that we need to exceed if they want them to succeed too. So we have personal initiatives where the students can, and this is especially when they are coming, and then we are gonna give them support with social insurance, with UHIP, with the transition process. Actually, we are in the process now to hire a person that is going to be the manager of student support, and that person will be the link between our university and the community, because we want them to be part of the community too. Why? Because we also reward students when we are part of this um, voluntary work or these communities activities. We reward them with also scholarships. So this is important. The other part, of course, is academic services. We have one person that is only dedicated to give that support to international students. That person is there to help them with any problem that they have trying to register, for example, or any problem that they have with some courses. And this is the person that actually is going to help them to decide what courses will be better to register this semester or the second semester. That person is there always for the student. And of course, personal service, and Panky already talked about that. That is related to health support. Like not only we have a health clinic within the campus, and we have also the equity center uh, for students and a student counseling. And with and especially now with COVID, we are giving a lot of mental and health support and emotional support to the students. And cultural activities, as I mentioned before, we have the faith space where the student can go and join and practice their religious activities, and also with the cultural activities with the indigenous communities. And we have something that we call the Nipissing University Promise. And we are proud to say that over 90% of our students, they find jobs when they finish or before they finish, actually. But what this promise is about is that if the student is having a hard time trying to find jobs after they finish with us, we are allowing them to come back to us and study and do some more subjects to improve their possibilities to join that job that they are looking for, and then to get prepared to face all those difficulties and to succeed in that job hunting without pain. Sometimes this is something difficult for the students because once they finish, they already have the work permit, so they need to make that decision: do I want to come back to study, or do I want to keep looking for a job? But the promise is already there, and is there is no payment involved. And talking about the payments, this is something that we want to share a little bit, is our scholarship system. We are in the process to build something specific for international students, but so far, and we think that is coming within a year, hopefully. But so far, what we have is something that we call the entrance scholarships. And as you can see here, this is based on the annual grades that our students had in high school. And this is why I also want to stress that these scholarships are for students that are just coming from high school. That is important to understand. And based on those grades, if the student have from 80 or 84%, is going to have a $1,500 scholarship the first year. If the score is between 85 and 89, it's going to be 2,500. And the score, if the score is plus 90, so the student is going to have the free domestic tuition. And I want to stress that because sometimes in some of in our website it says free tuition, but in that free tuition it means free domestic tuition. It's not international tuition. But in spite of that, we want to know that that is close to $6,000. So that is an important amount to keep in mind. And this is something that can go over the years when the student is studying. The only job that the student has is to keep those grades to be able to maintain those opportunities, those scholarships opportunities. We also have another awards I mentioned before when I was talking about the importance of being part of the community or engaged with the community activities. And one that is really important in particular is our Schulich Scholarship. This is a scholarship that is $7,000 per year. And this one is for those students first that are doing being part of our Schulich School of Education. That means that they are taking a Bachelor of Education, concurrent education, physical health education, or the consecutive Bachelor of Education. So those students can apply for this scholarship. We have around 100 every year, and this is important for them because they can have that opportunity every year if they keep their scores. They need to have a minimum of 80% average in their grades and doing volunteer work, being involved with the communities, and or to prove that they are in financial needs. So this is something that is really attractive and is gonna give a lot of support, economic support to our students. We also have another funding options, and many of those come from external bodies. When I say that, means that might come from Ontario government or the Norbay City, or many other institutions that we have something from maybe the government of Canada, Global Affairs that have something from a student from Asia, for example. So there are many of those opportunities, and this is why, and especially with graduate studies, we have a deadline in January, because this is when those funding opportunities are happening, and they need to make sure that they have the right students to give the right funding at that moment. So this is something that is important to have in mind. So we have an entrance scholarship. We have the Schulich scholarship too. That one is specific for the students of the School of Education, and we have some other funding options, and mostly for graduate studies. How much do we need to come to Nipissing? Well, in this chart, you can see what the student need to have it with them when they come. And our tuition is around 19,500, let's say. Ancillary fees are close to 2,000. Resident varies between 6,000 to 6,500. Um, this difference is because we have different buildings. They can join us with the Governor House, that is the suite style that I showed you before, or we have something that is townhouses that are not for 40 students but 60 students. So there are different options, and it depends on what of the option the student is taking. The difference happens. Being outside of residence is a little bit more expensive, and maybe it's a little bit hard to find places in the city, but we can give you that support. We have a person that is we have like a data bank for all those opportunities, and we try to help the students trying to find that. Also with food, again, the student, if they are living in residence, they have the option either of cooking themselves or to, we have a cafeteria that is provided that's all service for the students. So if the student want to pay by semester, they can do that. And it's close to 1,500 a semester. So there are many options for living in residence or outside residence. What are we offering? What are the opportunities that we are giving to the students when it comes to decide what to study? Well, we are a liberal arts university, and this is important to highlight here. And when we are talking about our undergrad option, well, we have close to 35 programs where the students can decide between biology, anthropology, or business. Also, they can join our nursing program or social program, or if they are more keen about environmental studies, well, we have 3 different options in that field. They can join geography or biology or physical geography. We also have economics. We have also mathematics, and we have fine arts, which is a beautiful program with a beautiful specific building just a little bit outside of the main campus. And again, and also computer science and data science. Data science, this is a new program that is designed to give the opportunities to the students to learn uh, a little bit more about what is behind all this world that is driving us these days. Everything, all the tools that the student can learn from computers and data, and to be just able to design and do anything in that environment. Um, After our joining our undergraduate studies, we also have, I will say, two other big group of options. One is our graduate programs. Here we have 6 masters and 1 PhD. We are all offering a master in sociology, history, math, kinesiology, that is the one that our student Panti is doing, environmental studies or science, and our PhD in education. We have a Master of Education, and the reason that is not in this presentation is that because that now, right now, that program, it is online. And it isn't online not because of COVID, it was designed to be online. So that option is not really attractive to international students, because that being online is not allowing the students to apply for that postgraduate work permit. So that's the only reason that is not there, but we do have that program. And if even if you have somebody that is interested in doing that, it doesn't care about the postgraduate work permit, that is an option that we have. Another particular option that we have is something that we call our post-baccalaureate programs. And these programs are business related, only in the business field so far. We hope to expand this option with different possibilities in a near future, but what we have right now is only business related. And here we have two options. One is called diplomas, that these are 2-year programs in 6 different fields: business administration, finance, human resources management, international business, and marketing. And the other program that we have is the one that we call certificates, and these are either in human resources or general management. And this is a 1-year program. The certificates are a 1-year program. What is the required to get involved in that one of those programs is to have a degree in a non-business program. So if the student have already a degree in business, is not allowed to take one of these opportunities. So that's something that I wanna make clear to everyone here this morning, that these programs are for non-business related persons or people with degrees that are not in the business field. And then we have these programs that are related to education, and that are part of our Schulich School of Education. This is important for us because before becoming Nipissing University, we were the School of Education of Ontario. So our roots are based in our School of Education. That is why we take pride about being the Schulich School of Education. And here we have a student from all over Canada coming to Norway to become a teacher. And this is one of our strongest schools so far. And here we have two options. One that it is called the concurrent programs. And these are the option for those students to decide to do 2 degrees. The first one in any discipline, let's say math or biology, and after they finish that, they start 2 more years just learning how to become a teacher. This is something that we call concurrent, because you are not getting a degree and then waiting to get the second degree. You have to go through 6 years of education with us. And you're gonna get those 2 degrees once you finish the 6 years of education. That is what is called concurrent. And then we have the consecutive programs. And the consecutive programs are for those who already have a degree in any discipline. Let's again say something like biology or math or geography, and then you decide that you want to learn how to become a teacher because you have that passion, and then you are good being able to to talk to students. So this is a beautiful program that is a 2-year program that is gonna give you the skills. It's gonna give to the student the skills and the knowledge to become a teacher, that it can be for elementary school or for junior high school or for senior high school. So these programs are really, really popular too. And the concurrent program, as you can see from the information there, is for any program with the exception of nursing program and social work. And how can we apply? In how can we be part of this beautiful opportunity of studies with us in Norbay? Well, I wanna also let you know that for those students that are coming from an international baccalaureate program, they can join us, and we can even recognize some of their studies. It is the it is really between 30 credits and 33 credits, more or less. But so that means that the students that are coming from those high schools are going to be able to do 3 years instead of 4 years of education. Why? Because we are entitled of recognizing some of their credits that already earned when we're doing the baccalaureate, international baccalaureate. So this is a good opportunity for the students that are coming from that kind of institutions, that they will get almost a year with credits from their studies before. And finally, well, how can you apply? Well, you have our partners here in India and the subcontinent that are being helping us during the last years and doing a great job, providing us with good quality of the students and making that transition easier for everybody. So thank you so much for your attention, and I'm here to answer any question do you have.
Thank you so much, Laura, for a very, very wonderful presentation. Thank you so much, Pankti, for sharing all your insights and how comfortable you are at Nipissing right now, even though you're studying online. I believe that this session will certainly added some insights for all of our partner agents to hand over to our upcoming students. We're open for September 2021 intake. We have Aman with us who will be supporting you throughout for all your applications. You have my contact details as well, and I believe that there were few questions, Laura, during the session, which we did answer. So
Okay.
um, there's just one question that I would like to know. Would you like to stress anything on RNIP, which is initiated by the government for North Bay, for all our partner agents over here? It's one of the PR policies that they have introduced.
Well, of course, yes. And I forgot to mention that. And this is really important. Thank you for bringing that up, Darshita. Norbay, as a city, is part of this immigration pilot program that is called Northern and Rural Immigration Pilot Program. And maybe some of you have heard about it. And that means that five cities in Northern Ontario are in the process of trying to attract more um, people to become part of our cities in our communities. And that program is telling everybody that there are two ways of coming to these cities. One, when you are in something that is called skill work, that you have a really particular uh, group of skills, and that make that person attractive for some companies that cannot find that kind of workers within the community. So if you are one of those in to fill that path, the cities, every city is going to publish a list of jobs that they need workers in those fields. So if some person have those skills and apply for a job and it gets a job in the community, they automatically, before coming here, they are going to be coming with the PR. And the other way of coming of being part of this program is through studies. That means that when we have a student that finished a program that is more than 2 years here in the community, let's say with Nipissing University, and after they finish their studies, they find a job within their field in the community within the next 18 months after they finish, they will get the PR. So this is something really important and really attractive. Because of COVID, the launch of that program here in Norway has been postponed, but it's something that is going to happen, we hope, this spring.
Okay, thank you so much, Laura. There are other questions as well. For example, few of them are asking about the admission requirements, for which Aman is answering. The other question is, post baccalaureate diploma is in finance is awaiting ministry's approval. Is it approved yet?
It is approved. It is approved. Already approved for all the international students. We are waiting for the approval for the domestic students. That is what that line is on the website, because to allow domestic students to join, it needs the ministry approval, but we hope that is going to come in spring too. We have been waiting for that almost a year, and everything is delayed because of COVID. But we are really positive that it's something that is going to come this spring.
Okay.
But it's already approved for international students. So, and we already have students enrolled in that program. So don't worry about that.
Okay, thank you so much. So start sending your applications. Like I told that we're open for September 2021 intake, and we've got some really good programs. For example, BS in computer engineering is one of the programs, one of a very demanded programs that we have got right now. All the post baccalaureate programs, be it in international, be it in business management, human resources. Now finance is also one of the sectors where we are accepting the applications. So don't delay, start sending your applications on Aman's email ID. Aman can drop his email ID on the chat section so that you can have his email ID. And thank you so much, Laura, for coming. We do have few questions which are based on the admission requirements, and I would seriously like to suggest everyone to get in touch with us, and we will arrange the very, you can say, training sessions with all your counselors, with all your teams. Personally, will give you all the time that you want to counsel your student. You can also get your student online with us via Zoom, via any other platform, and we can start counseling. And moreover, we also have Pankti, who is there in India right now, and she will be traveling very soon. So if any one of your student wants to get in touch with Pankti, maybe for 5 minutes, to clear something out, then yes, I believe that Pankti will be available. Thank you so much, Nina. Thank you, Aman. Thank you everyone for joining in. We'll see you very, very soon.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. And again, don't hesitate. Just join our university. We are waiting for all of you.
Thank you.